And all the companies that are producing energy, they are selling their services, they're selling their power on these markets. And they are also selling Hello and Catching Secrets Insiders. This is Burry here from Catching Secrets, and I'm giving you an update from the current financial, economical, and crypto world. So let's dive in what's going on. First of all, we have a very interesting development in Austria, because there we have a company called VNIE or VNIE. Translated, it means Vienna Energy. So VNIE is the largest energy supplier in Austria, and they are struggling financially. They need urgently government help, and why is this? So because they have participated on the energy market. So you have to know, the energy is traded on a big energy market. And all the companies that are producing energy, they are selling their services, they're selling their power on these markets. And they are also selling those their products, their power that they're producing. They are selling this also in advance. So for example, VNIE, they sold 2 years ago electricity for a certain price, and someone else bought it for a certain price. And every time when you are doing this kind of deal, so this is a derivative, this is a futures contract, so-called, and every time when you have a seller and a buyer on these markets, every one of them has to provide collateral. And collateral means you have to provide a security, a certain amount of deposit. And now, if the price of the underlying good, like in this case electricity, if the price is changing a lot, then it may be that the seller or the buyer has to provide more collateral. And we have seen during the last days, we have seen skyrocketing energy prices. So they have been going up, I think 700%, 500%, something like this. And this was putting them, VNIE, into, as the prices skyrocketed and as they sold energy. So this was putting them into this situation that they have to put in more collateral. Now, they don't have this collateral. They don't have the money, the security that they have to put in on top of the security that they just have put into the markets. And so they have been asking the government to support them. So of which amounts are we talking about? It's 3 billion euro per year is the revenue of VNIE. And they need now immediately $1.7 billion euro. That means roughly half of their yearly revenue. And in total, if the prices are going higher and higher, this could lead to a total of 6 to 9 billion euro. That means double or 3 times the revenue of this of VNIE. So this is a ridiculous amount. I mean, it seems that they have speculated, that they have sold their energy a lot in advance. And now we will see what's happening. Worst case would be that they are filing bankruptcy, and then it may be that that many people, I think it is about 2 or 2.5 million people in Austria, are losing the contract with the company. So they don't have a contract anymore with VNIE, and they may not be able to receive energy, power, electricity anymore. But let's see how this is working out. I think the Viennese government, they just confirmed that they will supply money to VNIE. in the amount of 700 million immediately, and 700 more million within the next week, as far as I've read. So very interesting developments here that we're seeing. The energy markets is highly volatile, so it's really a rough road going up and down. And talking about rough roads going up and down, what we are seeing, Steve Hanke is an economist in the US, and he also say we are seeing a whopper of a recession in 2023. So we are just we're just heading into the recession because of certain criteria that he is mentioning. For example, the M2 money supply. What is the M2 money supply? The M2 money supply is a measurement of how much money is circulating around, and the M2 is a certain amount, a certain view on that money. You can also, if you want to learn about it, you can Google it. We are talking about that more in detail in our internal sessions for our members that are part of our programs. We have 8-week programs, we have yearly programs where we're going much more in detail than what we are doing here. So if you're interested on that, just drop a comment and let me know, and then we will just contact you or write you back. So I wanted to show you the M2. Yeah, you can look that up for yourself. What is the M2 money supply? Just go into TradingView. TradingView is a charting tool, so it's a tool where you can view some prices and charts. So the price is on the x-axis and on the y-axis, and the time is on the x-axis. So, and there you can see the price development over a certain time. And this is the M2 money stock. You just put in M2 in your search on TradingView, take the M2 money stock here, and then you come across this line. And this line is telling us the development. And if we, for example, watching since the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and we're measuring here, then we see that we are up here 40%. So it nearly doubled since then. And this is a really ridiculous amount of money that has been circulating around. And one thing that he mentions, the reason why we are heading into recession, is this movement or non-movement here since the beginning of this year. So we are in January, it was going slightly up again until March. I will zoom in even more because then we can see it much better. So here we go. 1st of January, 1st of February, still going up a little bit. So it was just a few percent here, was just 0.36. So no movement at all closely. And then since then, it's going sideways. So it's going up, down a little bit, and no significant movement here. And what does it mean? This is one of the main reasons why we have inflation now, because there was pumped so much money in these markets. And if we have, that means an oversupply of money. And if in a market we have an oversupply of something, what's happening with the value of it? What do you believe? What do you think? The value is going down. Exactly. And this is exactly what happens. So the value of money is going down because we have too much money issued, and then the value is going down. So you have to take more money to pay for the same goods and services. So television is worth the same thing, but the value of money is going lower. So you have to take more money to pay for this television. The television doesn't cost 100 anymore, but you have to pay 130, for example. And this is exactly what we're seeing here. And there are several other parameters, but the inflation is going up because of that mainly. And additionally, next year we have GDP, our growth rate. This is also some kind of telling us what's happening in the future. And if you are facing two quarters of negative growth here in the GDPR, then we're talking about a recession, and we are seeing something like this coming up. So interesting times. Energy prices, be prepared that the energy prices are still going up further. So I don't talk about gas only or oil only, but it's also electricity. So electricity, many countries are producing electricity. In Austria, for example, they're producing 90%, close to 90% of the electricity is produced renewable. So they don't have to buy some gas or oil to produce this energy, this electricity. And even though the prices are skyrocketing. So something here in the markets is going wrong. The markets are completely out of their normal behavior. And this will also be reflected in your pocket at some time. So be prepared. We haven't seen the worst. It will go up further. That's why we have to hedge some kind of. So again, invest in energy, invest in oil, invest in gas. You can do that by using an ETF, for example. What is an ETF? An exchange traded fund. So it's basically an instrument that you can buy on a stock exchange or on a broker. And again, if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments, and I will explain it to you during our next sessions. Good. What else do we have on the radar? Let's head to the crypto world. So Bitcoin is dropping. It was dropping over the weekend below 20K, which is seen as some kind of a significant barrier. So it's below 20 again. Let's have a short look on the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin dollar, here we go. So this is from the past. And this was from last week when I explained something in the session. And as you can see, we are here, we've broken here this trend. So this uptrend here was broken to the downside. And I'm expecting Bitcoin and the crypto market to go even lower. But before this is happening, we might see a so-called short squeeze when Ethereum, when Ethereum is bringing up their merge. So Ethereum will issue will launch the merge, the so-called merge, where they are moving from proof of where they're moving to the algorithm that is proving the consensus, so that is proving the transactions in the blockchain, and they will change that algorithm. And this is happening mid of September, and we could see a so-called short squeeze then. And this means that the price is really going up and skyrocketing because there are people who are expecting the price to go down, and they are short selling. It's called just short selling. So if the price is really dropping, they would make money. But there's also the other side, because the short sellers at a certain point, they will be taken out of the market because their account is blowing up. Because if the price is going too high for them, then they are losing a lot of money, and they have to pull out the money from the markets. So, or they have been taken out automatically through certain mechanisms that we have no time to talk about here now. Also something that we're covering in our internal sessions with our members from our programs. Good. So Ethereum. The next thing is, what about the pie chart? Our pie. our pie. Today's investing time, because if we're waiting longer, much more longer, then we are not. Well, let me see. I have to check this again. Yeah, next week is the 6th of September. So we have to do our investing today. Let's go to our pie. So here we go. This is our pie, this is our TradingView account when we have opened it. And we just click here on the left to the pie. If you don't know what is a pie, just go to our YouTube channel, search for Catching Secrets, and there you will find our playlist called Invest Yourself to Freedom with a Pie. Good. What are we doing today? We're investing more into our pie. Let's have a short look, what's happened recently. We are in the negatives with Meta platforms, UFP and industries. They have provided us good profits so far. Gold is going down. Bio-Red Laboratories going down. Western Tree Natural Gas, this paid off so far. We will take some profits here today. Yeah, so basically it's a really well-balanced portfolio. As we see it here, we have a total return which was going down a little bit since the last, what was it? Yeah, since the last 2 weeks, it was going down, which is in our favor because that means we're getting a discount. I'm comparing it always with the S&P 500. So let's do that here, S&P 500, SPX, and here was our pie challenge start. And from here, we are down roughly 15%. So we still have outperformed the S&P 500, which is down 15%, and we are slightly positive today, as of today. So let's invest into this pie by clicking invest. Now, how much should we invest? To find it out, I need to switch to my spreadsheet here. So I'm switching to the spreadsheet, and here you say last investment was on 16th. If you want to download this spreadsheet, again, look up our pie challenge on YouTube. Follow us there, look the playlist, Invest Yourself to Freedom with a Pie, and there you will find the playlist. So I'm entering here my today's date. Then what is the current pie balance? Before investing, we are switching back to here. Current pie balance is this one. Going to the overview, 1224.01. So 1224.01. This is a loss since the last week. And if we have a loss, we need to invest the higher amount, which is 93.75. So let's switch back. We have 0.04 in cash. Additionally, and by the way, if this is changing in the meanwhile, yeah, I don't care about this currently. So I'm just taking the numbers now. So 0.04 is added on top of that. That means 93.79. Good. Paid into the account, nothing. We didn't pay in something additionally. Cash reserve. Now we have to invest. Before we are putting in here the cash reserve, we have to invest our 93.75. 93.75 plus the 0.04 will be invested as well. That's why I, and always remember to use the dot here instead of the comma, and switch here to self-balancing. Also very important. Confirm buy. Investing here, and after we have invested, we need to have a look on the free funds. So let's wait for a second here until it's finished. And this process, I mean, this is really pretty. You can also, if you don't want to deal with the spreadsheet that I'm having here and don't want to put in all the numbers manually, you can also do it. I mean, then you have a less cost average effect. And if you want to do that, you just can here switch to auto invest and invest on a monthly basis. For example, monthly, you're investing here 120 euro initial deposit. You can put it down to 20, for example, then it would invest 20 immediately, and every month on the 28th, it would invest 120. So this, and then you don't have to take care about anything. Good. So we have 368790. This is the amount 368790. 3687.90. And that's it where we are today. We are saving our spreadsheet, and basically that was it for today. It seems that I think it's London Stock Exchange is closed still, so we may not do this, see this investment going fully to 100% today, but we don't have to care about it. It will be automatically done for us as soon as the exchange is opening again. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. And as said before, if you want to join our programs, just drop us a comment below, or you can write us an email to clientcare@katching.net. And I'm happy to answer all your questions and to be there for you to make you able to invest yourself to freedom and to master these times that we are facing right now with recession, inflation, and what's coming up here. So have an amazing week ahead. I wish you all the best, and see you very soon. Ka-ching! Bye-bye.
Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not typical. If we mention any stocks, funds and other type of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself to systemize, to learn and to stick to the rules.